Okay, so we are at this new Walmart location, and what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be shadowing this company called Eventlit. They do like marquee light up letters. They rent them out for like events and stuff, and this is a new Walmart location, so they're doing like an employee appreciation. They're setting up like letters to kind of just thank the employees that are helping open this location. And so I'm going to be shadowing Eventlit today when they're doing that install. So I'm in the parking lot right now waiting for them to get here so that we can do that, and hopefully they'll allow me to film some of that and I can show you guys the whole process, and I will talk more about the why later. Okay, it's later. I didn't really plan on doing a voiceover for this section, but the audio on all of these clips got absolutely destroyed. Like, it was just like a buzz the entire time. So here we are, voiceover. Anyway, for the past few months, I've really just felt like my life was entering this transitional phase in my life. I don't know if anyone else is feeling this right now, but I've just really felt like unstable, not like mentally unstable, but just like I felt like my life was at a turning point. Something is changing. I feel that big energy. Losing Callie definitely exasperated that, but like in truth, it started even like way before it came up that I might have to lose her. As I've mentioned before on this channel, I've been job hunting for over 2 years. I submitted over 100 apps last year and I got 2 interviews, which really kind of bummed me out. But once I decided that I was going to Europe, I kind of slowed down a little bit on my applications, just because I didn't think that anyone would hire me and then let me take 3 weeks off, like within the next 6 to 7 months, like my first year of starting. I didn't think anyone was gonna let me do that. Plus, I already had the PTO banked at my current job, and they don't pay it out if you leave. It's use it or lose it. So I figured if I got a new job, I would lose my PTO, I would have to miss Europe, and that just didn't seem really fair to me to have to sacrifice both things. So I just slowed down on my job applications and focused solely on planning this Europe trip. Well, you know what they say about idle hands. I really can't sit still. Because I wasn't applying to things, I kind of felt stagnant. I felt like I wasn't working towards my goals. I felt like I was just getting further behind each day that was passing. So I started my TEFL certification back in December, which I believe I mentioned in my last video. And that certification will allow me to teach English online eventually. And then once I'm ready, I'll be able to teach English overseas. So it really was like kind of a long-term strategy move, but it's also going to help me in the immediate time. Which brings me to what you're watching now. So remember those long-term goals that I was talking about, yeah? All right, so this right here is a company called Eventlit. I just spoke about it a little bit at the beginning of this video. And this is a company that I helped build their website for. And I've loved them since day one. I love this business model, and ever since I was introduced to them, I fantasized about owning my own location. They don't do like a franchise, but they do like license to own your own location. And I have wanted one since that day. But there were only 2 things that were holding me back on that. One is finances. It's about $40K to open a new location, which is insane. And the second thing that was holding me back was just that I didn't know what goes into the day-to-day. Like, what if I hated it? What if it was too much to do alone? There was too many unknown factors, so I didn't want to like move forward with this fantasy of mine. So I reached out to the owner, Kayla, of the Orlando location, and I asked if I could just shadow her. And I was completely honest up front. I said why I was asking, like wanting to open a location, but also stating up front that I don't have the 40K right now, and I don't have a way to get the 40K. So if that means you don't want to work with me, I totally get it. But she is so sweet. I was just like, I still love to learn, and she was so sweet. She said yes. She had me out for this install. I was helping out. She walked me through literally everything, explained everything, and I'm so glad that she allowed me to have that experience. It was amazing. It was beautiful. I genuinely had so much fun helping out with this install, and now it's just back to the hurdle of I don't have 40K, but in all seriousness, it was just good to have that learning experience. And I've just been laying down the tracks, right? I've just been giving myself options so that as I work through this transitional period in my life, I've already got things in motion and I don't come out the other side just behind because I just didn't start when I said I would. So even if nothing comes from this, at least now I know. In worst case, or I guess best case, something does come from this. I somehow get that 40K and I can open a location and I already know what to do. Like, I won't need to start from scratch when that time comes. So that's kind of just what I've been working on recently, is just kind of setting these different pieces in place so that they're ready for me when I need them. Oh, and it doesn't stop there. I'll have another update for you guys in the next video, but yeah, I started another business. But to be fair, I have chosen to shut down my art shop. I know I've mentioned that before on my channel as well. I did have a small art shop, mostly anime fandom goods. It was a lot of sublimation items, and it was just really tough to maintain that business, maintain that company without being able to do an upfront investment. I was trying my best for several years to make it work, but I was ending up just spending more money buying things one at a time and outsourcing printing, for example, than I would if I just had the equipment. So I just needed like a couple $1,000s to start that up, so I'd have my own sublimation printer, so I would be able to have an inventory of blanks. Because I didn't do that, every time I would get an order, I would have to buy more blanks. And I did try to keep like a small inventory of blanks, but you know, it's always that one person that orders the one thing that you don't have, and then I have to like submit an order for just that one wallet, for example, and then I have to pay shipping on just that one wallet. And so it wasn't profitable because I didn't have all of the systems in place. That and the fact that like my prints, I was also trying to order my prints ahead, but again, the same thing. Somebody would order the one print that I don't have. I have to order a print from somebody else because I don't have my own sublimation printer. So maintaining that business right now is just very, very tough. It's more of a chore. I don't really enjoy it as much as if I can just, and this is not it's not a priority for me right now to put any money into it, but investing a couple thousand up front so that I can have all of the equipment would be what it takes for me to get that business where I need it to be. So yeah, art shop is closed, but I do have a new business that I will talk to you guys about. I know I do this a lot. I have a lot of ideas. I start businesses all the time, but you know, I've wasted $40 on much dumber things than a website that I may or may not use. So like, really, what's the harm? Anyway, back to the install. This is Eventlit from Orlando. They also have a location in Tampa, Knoxville, and Columbus. So if you ever need marquee light up letters for like your birthday party, your graduation, your baby shower, I highly recommend them. Please look into them. They do great work, and in a moment here you will get to see it all lit up and all finished, and it's just so cute. Look at how cute. Okay, quick pit stop because on the way into that setup I realized that one of my wipers is bad, so we're gonna try to figure that out. I've never had to change a wiper before, so this is gonna be an adventure for all of us. So I need a 28. I think we're gonna get these ones. They get pretty pricey, but I could do cheaper. But I think I like the, like, I was looking at the, like, I picked them up, and this one just looks a lot thinner, a lot like cheaper. It's cheaper. It looks a lot cheaper than like this one. This one looks thicker. It looks more premium. It looks a little bit better. I'm just gonna go with that one. There's like other ones too that are get like even more pricier, but I think I'm going with that one. Like, that might be like, this might be decent, but I don't think I want to spend $30. Like, no. So we're gonna go with this one, with the Vision. Okay, I wanted to record the install for you guys, but the employee there was being really condescending and rude, so I just figured it out myself without recording because I just didn't feel like dealing with any feedback. So the old wiper did give me a little bit of trouble coming off, and it's just because I didn't realize, like, first of all, there's like a little latch here. I did realize that part. This little latch, I had to undo that. I did figure that part out, but getting it off after that was the part that was tricking me. And it was just that I had to slide it down. I was trying to pull it off. You just had to slide it down, and because it's a little J hook is what it's called. So you have to slide it down first and then like maneuver it out. So then I replaced it with the new one, which was very easy. It's just slide it on. It was different than the other one. Just slide it on, and that was pretty simple. And I just wasn't sure if I had it on right because it also came with like 2 other plastic pieces, and I wasn't sure if I needed to attach those somehow, but those are just adapters for if I had a different type of like windshield wiper, I guess. So I don't need those, and I did just check it, and this is like extra floppy because it's supposed to like mold to your windshield, so it's extra floppy, but then is not floppy once it's on your windshield. But I figured it out. It wasn't too bad. Happy soccer season, everyone. Let's go see Orlando versus Miami.
When we go home, just come in real quick, okay?
Extra large it is.
Students that survive by accident. They fought. They failed. They renounced it.
great time. Please drive home safely. We look forward to seeing you right back here on Saturday, March 14th. This is the Bristol City